Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today our topic will be the very first cameras that I've used. So I decided, let me just add another YouTube channel just to keep the channel going. And I decided to do this video just to show people that you have to start somewhere, and doesn't matter where you start as long as you know what you're doing and you invest and put all the effort in it. So the list includes, I think it's 4 cameras, including the one I'm using at the moment. So yeah, let's get into it. So before we get into the video itself, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you find that you did like this video at the end, please definitely put a thumbs up on it. And yeah, share our page, share our YouTube channel as we are starting. We'd like to see some growth. Sure. So the first camera on the list is, it's so dear to me. Obviously because it's the first, it's where I got to, learn a few things. And yeah, it's the Samsung WB150f. I got it in 2020. I think it's just after COVID, when it was, after COVID, it was lockdown, there was nothing to do, blah blah blah. So I thought, yeah, let me just get something to keep me busy. And yeah, I got the camera from, it was, I don't remember his name, but it was someone who sold it on Gumtree, and I liked it and I could afford it. And yeah, it was only $300. So yeah, I wait for it. So the camera is your most basic point and shoot compact digital camera. I think it's 14 megapixels, which is quite impressive for a compact digital camera. The lens the optical zoom goes from 24 millimeters to 430, which is quite impressive for a digital camera. Also, another thing is its lens. The f-stop goes from f3.2 to f5.8. So yeah, I will also share the pictures that I had taken with this camera. It's where I got to learn photography, so it's very special to me. I did, however, have to sell it last year, 2022. I was going through, when it's so tough, you need to sell your assets. So it was a financial recession kind of a moment, and I had to let it go. And I sold it just to put food on the table, I guess. Yeah. So I'll share the pictures after the video, and you can see the pictures throughout the cameras that I had. So also one more thing is that the camera also is still available. I'll also share the link on the description, just to see how much it goes for nowadays. I'm also interested. I haven't checked. So yeah. So second on the list, we have the Canon 600D. It's the most entry level, one of the most entry level cameras you can get, but it's a budget entry level, so it's below the spectrum. So yeah, that was my first ever DSLR camera, which I got back in 2022. I think a few months after I sold my Samsung. Me and my best friend, we actually raised some cash. We did a 50-50% split, and we managed to buy a 600D from a friend of ours. At the time, we paid 3K, which was like a bargain. Um, this is where you feel good. Okay, now you're getting into photography, because this is where all the experiences and the skills that you got prior to an actual DSLR come into play. So luckily for me, I had some basics and just to get me going. Yeah, I got it from a friend. It was actually released in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a 18 megapixel camera, crop sensor, obviously. It put me somewhere. That's all I can say. It put me somewhere. That's where I actually got to develop my skill further and, produce one of my best works. I'll also include the pictures for reference. Yeah, it's the one which I was able to establish myself with. I established the page. Something happened and I lost the page, but I actually re-established the page, which I'm currently running at the moment. So all the work you see before the beginning of 2022, all of that work. Oh no, I'm mistaken. All the work you will find on my page until this year, February or March, that's the work of 600D. So head out to my page on Instagram. I'll also drop the link. It should appear on this side on the video itself. Check out that work and see how I've improved from that camera using the 600D to the next camera on the list. Yeah. The third camera on the list is the Canon 200D. That is obviously my third camera. The second camera for the business, I got it this year, 2023, sometime in April or May, which was, yeah, I got it that time. So the nice thing about this camera is it's fairly modern, in the sense that it comes with all these modern capabilities that you need nowadays, such as Wi-Fi connectivity. I'm not sure about Bluetooth, but yeah, Wi-Fi makes it so easy to like share your things on the go. You don't have to get to like a PC to transfer your files. So that's one of the best things about this camera. It made so much improvement in my workflow and yeah, operations. Um, I specifically got it at Cash Crusaders. That is our buy and selling retail store where you can get things secondhand for very cheap, very affordable things. It was 4,600 when I got it. Obviously, I'll also share its current market price. It was released in 2017. 2017, I think sometime in Feb of 2017. Um, I would consider it a mid-range DSLR, but if you look up the list of all the cameras, you'll find that it's a high-end entry-level camera. It packs a punch with 24 megapixels, and yeah, I have to say, when I first used the camera, I could immediately see the difference from the 600D to the 200D in terms of image quality. Yeah, I was so impressed. That's actually where I started to improve the quality of my work with this specific camera. Um, like I said in the previous video, from the beginning of this year. From the beginning of this year, around April, May, all the pictures that you see are pretty much taken with the 200D. Obviously, it actually came with a lens. That's the best thing about it. It actually came with a lens, the Nifty 50. Yeah, it included the lens, and the camera. Funny enough, was in a fairly new condition when I got it. I was actually impressed. I was like, who would sell a camera like this? And it's hardly even been used. I could tell by the condition. And oh, the only downfall is that it didn't have a battery. Oh no, it didn't have a charger. So I had to make other means to secure a charger. And yeah, once I got the charger, I tested it. Best decision of my life. Not of my life, obviously, but you know what I mean. So yeah, the camera is it's pretty amazing. It's actually the camera that I use with this one. So at the moment, we currently use two cameras, 200D, and the last camera on the list, which I'll talk about right now. Drum roll, please. The camera that I'm currently using, also the one that I'm currently recording this video with, is the Canon 70D. I have to mention all the cameras I've used from Canon have been crop sensors. I recently found out that there's full frame and then there's crop sensor. I don't know the technical bits of it, but to put it simple, the full frame gives you exactly what is there. So what you see on the video on the crop sensor is a crop out of the full frame. So it's just it's like a cutout of the full frame. And then the full frame camera, you see a bigger picture. So you see everything. That's how I would put it. I think if it was a full frame camera, you would actually see my stomach and probably I don't know if you can see on there, but yeah, there's stuff on the wall stuck to the wall, so you actually maybe see those as well. So yeah, the nice thing about this camera is, yeah, that professional photography feel. So it's the biggest camera out of the three Canon cameras. Yeah, man, there's just something about it. You know, when I first thought about the camera, I was like, yeah, ne. And the nice thing, it has that thing, I don't know what you call it, but it's I'm just gonna call it the wheel. It's just a wheel mechanism where you can just easily preview the pictures. It's also built in with buttons, so you can just navigate up, down, left and right easily. Yeah, this has to be the best camera out of all the cameras I've owned at the moment. It's a 20 megapixel camera. I think also it shoots at 1080p. I think this is recording at 1080p. The quality is like none other. I don't wanna, for lack of a better word, at the moment, the quality is superior to all the cameras. This is the camera that I'll be using for like quite a long time to come. I don't think I'll sell this one anytime soon. It's a collector's item. It just has that thing. So yeah, you can see the specs. It shoots continuous shooting. Oh, because I do sports, this camera was able to produce the best sports pictures that I've that I could ever come up with. They were playing varsity football a few months back on campus. So it was a rainy day, and I was like, okay, it's a rainy day. Let me just put the camera to the test. I mounted my 70 to 300 millimeter lens. That's the zoom lens, and I'm actually gonna include this picture in the selection. It's yo, yeah, I was so impressed with that picture. Um, you know, it just made me think like I really have what it takes to actually do this. So yeah, the camera means so much to me. Yeah. So that's been the video of all the cameras that I've used in chronological order. I'll also share the list with you guys on the description below, just to just to see where a another photographer has started. Most photographers don't tell you about where they started and stuff. So I thought, let me just share with you guys. Maybe it's gonna maybe help in your decision making. Because nowadays, we are living in the modern era and the mirrorless cameras, which is something that we all need to look at, but we have to start somewhere. So yeah, that's why I made this video. And again, if you like the video, please give me that thumbs up. Obviously, if you disliked it, I'm a man of honesty. You can do what you must, and don't forget to subscribe, and please share the video with friends and family. The goal is to start and attract some growth, so I would appreciate if you just share the video with friends and family on your social links and all that. So this is me, Rifamatla, and you can find me on Instagram at reflexhuapa. Also, our page is available on both Facebook and Instagram. That is Reflex Photography 18. And yeah, thanks once again for watching the video. See you on the next one.